Ladies and gentlemen, how are y'all doing tonight, the morning, wherever you at on this beautiful earth? Welcome, and I'm happy y'all sacrifice and are here with me. My name is Damon. I mean Meadows, and I am a leader here in this beautiful company called Bellator. Um, what I'm going to do tonight is literally just have a conversation with you guys. I don't do the traditional presentation type of thing. I call it a conversation. So let's have a conversation because I'm extremely excited about something that may be over some people's heads tonight. I'm just gonna keep it real with you because most people stop dreaming. Tonight we're gonna dream. We're gonna dream based on facts though. Listen, we're not just dreaming. We basing our dreams off reality. That's what I'm going to share with y'all tonight. So I'm going to get myself out the way, y'all. And we're going to talk about this phenomenal company I am here to explain to you guys tonight. So before I do that, let me do a little legal things. I am not a financial advisor. So please take the disclaimer and get back with somebody that you respect in the financial expertise realm and seek advice. Because with every investment, there's room for failure. That's the only thing guaranteed in life is death. So seek some type of expertise. I'm like, oh, Damon, I mean, Meadows said that. Well, I'm stamping this one, so you should be good. But if you want to get advice, seek it from a professional because I'm not a professional advisor, meaning financial advisor. With that being said, also, any slide on this presentation, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot copy or anything like that because it belongs to the company Bellator or Miracle Cash and More. Okay, now we got that out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, the opportunity we're talking about tonight is called Bellator. And Bellator is based off of a company called Miracle Cash and More. So there's no way I can talk about Bellator without giving you the nuts and bolts about a company that's so phenomenal, that's so God-giving that you're gonna be thank you're gonna be thankful like I am at the end of this conversation. But on a serious note, ladies and gentlemen, I've been in this industry of network marketing for about 12 years now. And a lot of ups, a lot of downs, but a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of disappointments, a lot of friendship breakups and all that type of stuff. But I'm calling out to the wounded warriors for a reason because we love the industry because we've seen something in it. We've seen that we can reach financial independency or independence off our own efforts, whether I got a college degree or not, whether I'm a convicted felon or not, whether I'm a Christian or not, whether I'm a Muslim or not, whether I'm black or not, or if I'm white or Chinese or African, Jamaican, whatever. It was based off your efforts. That's what I loved about this industry. So finally, out of all these years of grand opening, grand close, and all this, we found something that we can hang our hats on proudly. This ain't no network marketing, genre and a genre with all that verbiage that everybody be saying. You in the right place at the right time. You're going to see this for yourself tonight. One of the things that blew my mind with this company was the fact that they had brick and mortars, that physical locations. One of the locations that I'm going to show you tonight is in Amsterdam. Anybody who knows about Amsterdam know that Amsterdam has some of the strictest laws in the world when it comes to crypto, but they're a crypto-friendly country. And guess where one of our locations are at for our crypto on the street, Miracle Cash and More crypto exchange stores, is in Amsterdam. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you a little snippet of the grand opening of that very store. Excuse me, of that very store in Amsterdam. Look at the streets, look at where we're located at, and it's really next level.
course, Amsterdam is one of the most exciting cities in the world, so that goes without saying. But we plan to open stores in every big city, as many as we can throughout the world. So any country that we're in, we're going to, of course, go to the most important city of the country first. Then we may do a few others. So our company actually was launched in North Cyprus. So that's where we've had stores for many years now. But our intention was to have that as to be our first market to learn about the industry. But our intention was always to go international. So we also now have 2 stores in Germany. One is complete and open, and we have another one under construction. And then this is our 3rd store in Europe. But we plan to go to France, we plan to go to Spain, UK, Italy, Belgium, Luxembourg, and then the rest of Europe as well.
So that was the first thing that really knocked me for a loop when it came to this company. I said, they got physical locations? So it put my defense down a little bit because now I can touch somebody. Now I can call somebody. I don't got to just hope I did the right thing and my money going to be there. No. They knew there was a lot of people like me that wanted a little bit more security because I'm not a crypto expert. I'm learning as I go. But one thing about me, I learned how to do my homework. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're talking about the reality of cryptocurrency taken to the next level, this company is not only giving the business owners what they want, they're also looking out for the customers. You understand? So now that was the first thing that piqued my interest. So I lowered my defense down. And this company, Miracle Cash and More that we're talking about, is like a hybrid. And the reason I always refer to a hybrid is 2 things. First of all, let's explain what a hybrid is. Like a car. A hybrid car runs off gas and electric, right? So when it comes to business, a network marketer like myself or an investor, we look for opportunities like this, meaning a stable company, and a groundbreaking opportunity. That's the best of both worlds when it comes to investor, especially network marketing. So I'm going to establish this, that what Miracle Cash and More is one of the most solid companies we could possibly imagine to be a part of at this time, at this stage, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we get ready to establish. So now, remember, we just said brick and mortars. We just showed the brick and mortar part. And there's several around the world. Also, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see that what we created was a switch, meaning a core banking system. We created a core banking system, ladies and gentlemen. So we're literally established. This is how I like to explain it. We have built a core banking system on the most secure platform on the face of the earth, which is called the blockchain. So when you put that perspective in its place, you saying, hold up, crypto is on a blockchain, and they saying they created a banking system on a blockchain. Yes, that's what we did, literally. And you can already see for yourself. Check this out. So now remember, we're just establishing the foundation that this company is solid. This is what we're going over to right now today, y'all. Check this out. Right after
plastic surgeon's number 1 trick for us saggy necks.
Dr. Lakey, right? Plastic surgeon to the stars?
Dear Bellator family, we wanted to share some key insights to help you better understand the true value of the opportunity you are part of, the foundation of Miracle Cash and More. Miracle Cash and More began its journey in 2017 with a clear vision to become a global fintech powerhouse, not just a traditional bank. Our starting point was the development of a core banking system, also known as a switch in the financial industry. This system consists of millions of lines of code. It took 3 years and over $5 million to develop. We built a mid-level core banking system from the ground up. Why is this significant? Because we own the technology. We are not leasing or dependent on third parties, which saves costs and provides flexibility. When you invest your time in a company, that company should deserve your time and effort by providing real sustainable value. What has the company invested to create an opportunity for you? Who is the actual customer? If it's just you, then it's not a real business. It's a cycle destined to fail. Most crypto MLMs have failed because they start with a compensation plan and then pick a product that fits. Their focus isn't on solving real-world problems, but on making quick money. That's not sustainable. Miracle Cash and More is not an MLM. It's a fintech company offering real services to merchants. Bellator is the marketing arm, designed to help expand Miracle's reach. This gives us the best of both worlds. A company with real products and services. A network marketing structure to help spread the word and reward those who grow the network.
I love that video because it really simplifies things. Miracle Cash and More is not an MLM. We created everything from scratch. No debt, no venture capitalists. We literally built everything from the ground up. Just the switch alone was over $5 million. The company to date has over $90 million invested. Usually with MLMs, remember, this is not an MLM, but I'm talking about MLM was the reason that we're on this Zoom. Usually with MLMs, they raise money to get the company off the ground. It's not the case here. It's not the case here. Ladies and gentlemen, 2017, we've been in existence, building from the ground up. We're flexible because we own everything. There's no third party, anything in this company. Out of the 24 companies that we own under the umbrella, we don't use no third party companies in our ecosystem. None. Ladies and gentlemen, that is truly amazing. So now we understand that we're not like these other these other crypto companies that's out there. One that I always like to refer to because so many people called me about it like it was going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread was the scooter company. And I give this example because a lot of my friends lost a lot of money in that scooter company. One of my friends lost $40,000. That was the largest amount of money that I heard somebody losing that I know. $40,000 is a lot of money for somebody to lose this day and time. So when I say I understand wounded warriors, I'm around them every day. I can say all my friends, but a lot of my friends, we strive for financial freedom. So we investors, and investors understand we lose and we gain. That's a part of being an investor in network marketing as well. So this opportunity right here has nothing to do with network marketing because we're talking about Miracle Cash and More. We ain't got to the MLM yet. So I wanted to make sure we ain't even talked about the MLM yet. We're still establishing Miracle Cash and More. I just want to make sure y'all with me. Y'all going with me step by step. So now, with Miracle Cash and More, ladies and gentlemen, we're all around the world, right? We have several brick and mortars around the world. In Cyprus, we was just in Cyprus a few weeks ago, and we literally, ladies and gentlemen, established and seen the phenomenal office spaces, the crypto exchanges. We got pictures that all of us went down there. It was a whole 2 bus loads. But ladies and gentlemen, the next thing I want to talk about with this amazing company is the reverse merger. And Miracle Cash and More, I want to simplify this. Like I said, this is why we're having a conversation. Hakan Torhan always said from day one that we're going public. He said we're going public with Miracle Cash and More. Remember, we're not an MLM. This is Miracle Cash and More going public, right? So what they did was they bought a company called Meadows that's already a publicly traded company on the stock market right now. But it's a shell company. It's not doing anything. So a reverse merger means you have a company that's already on the stock market and you fill that shell but with everything you have. Since you're already on the stock market, it makes it a little easier when you fill it with everything you have to launch it to the world. It's already publicly traded. So now you're really just relaunching it. You understand? I'm putting it in layman terms. So we did this reverse, we're doing the reverse merger. And because we have certain things in place with this reverse merger, some of the greatest minds in the world have joined forces with us. Well, what do you mean, Mr. Meadows? Well, let me show you, ladies and gentlemen. This is an interview with a gentleman named Douglas Anderson. For those of you who don't know who Mr. Anderson is, let me just read a little bit about Mr. Anderson. First of all, he is the CEO of Wall Street Capital Partners. Okay? Now, look at the first paragraph on Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson was formerly trained on Wall Street as an underwriter. During his career in the Fortune 500 financial service sector, he rose to management positions with 25 million in underwriting authority. That means he can, with a stroke of a pen, he can write up to 25 million on anything without having to show paperwork to anybody. Okay, you want 20 million for this? All right, huh? You want 10 million for this, huh? You want 15 million, huh? Long as he okay it and look over it with scrutiny with his team, stroke of a pen, he can authorize that money. Just the authority Mr. Anderson has. Now look at the last paragraph. At Mr. Anderson's request, the following individuals accepted board seats with his company or clients. Look at the first one. The president of Microsoft, the COO of Bowie, the director of the CIA. Look at the last two. Co-founder of Costco's and Mr. Jackie Chan. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of us start snickering about Jackie Chan, let me fill you in on something. Jackie Chan is one of the most savvy and smart investors in China. He owns so many businesses in land in China, they call him Mr. China. For real. I had to do my homework. He owns a lot of stuff in China. So he made his money in the US and took it back to his country. And he is, when I tell you the man in China, he's literally the man in China. So back to Mr. Anderson, though. He has these men on speed and women on speed dial that they don't mind sitting on the boards of his companies or his clients' companies. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm gonna let you hear it straight from him. This is a game changer right here, y'all. Check this out. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to North Cyprus.
Thank you so much. Great to be here in the perfect weather.
The weather's always good in Cyprus.
Let me explain. For those of you who don't know, the one in the white shirt, that's our CEO, Mr. Hakan Torhan, with the chairman who accepted the position in our company as the chairman of Medaterra, Mr. Douglas Anderson, ladies and gentlemen.
So Douglas is he's the CEO of Wall Street Capital, and Wall Street Capital is the company that we've signed for the process of Medaterra. So we've started the process of Medaterra. So that's something that I would like to give you that great news. But apart from that, upon that contractual relationship, it was great to have you as a guest and really see what we're doing at Miracle. And I would like to say, well, so far, what have you seen?
You know, I'm very pleased that you came along when you did, because Wall Street, and at least my firm, we've kept our eye out for opportunities like this for a long time.
Yeah.
And this is a very simple reason why. Because this space is exploding. You're looking at about 3 billion market just as recently as 2020. It's approaching 60, 70 billion now.
Yeah.
So it's an exploding market. You're talking about, I think the figures are staggering. 90% of executives are either currently using blockchain or they're planning to.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got to stop it here because I need you to see the words that he's using. He said the people on Wall Street and his firm is looking. We've been looking for something like this. Then he said, why are they looking for something like this in the blockchain space? The margins went from 3 billion in 2020 to 70 billion 5 years later. So anybody that understands numbers, and that's all people on Wall Street do, they want to look at the next big thing. This is coming from Mr. Anderson. Listen to what he's saying, y'all. I just want to make sure we walk together looking at this video. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen.
And so crypto and blockchain are a growth sector. They're a profitable sector. They are the future, and we have to be involved in that. And as underwriters, as people that focus on listing companies on the stock exchange, we have to do this because the investors are demanding it. They want it. The public wants it. Right. And to run into you guys and see your amazing platforms, the tough parts that you've gone through, but also how you've gotten through it, how you've refined your products, how you've learned, and now you're ready to really launch some amazing products. And we're very excited to be a part of it.
Fantastic.
I need y'all to pause right there. So I got to break some things down. Did you hear what he said? I had to put my computer power tool back in, y'all. Listen to what the man said. He said, Wall Street wants it, the investors wants it, and the public want it. Listen to the words that's coming out of his mouth, because they see where the future's going. They don't look at it like us. They don't do that. They want to, what's the market where the world is going? And with Wall Street, when you publicly trade it, people can buy stocks, the world, the people, the investors. They have to do what the investors want them to do. They have to do what the people want. Listen to what Mr. Anderson is saying. And he said, we're happy that y'all came along when y'all did. Listen to the words, y'all. Now check this part out.
Fantastic. But before going into the products, I want to go into a bit of some names that you're bringing onto the board for Metaterra and the projects we're doing. So I would like the people out there to hear who's coming on.
Sure. You know, I mean, Hakan, it's the old saying, you know, it's not the horse, it's the jockey. No matter how good your product is, you have to have strong, experienced people that have been there and done that. And so for this sector, the guys that I've brought on are guys that are extremely knowledgeable at launching into new sectors and growth and global expansion. The first person that I brought is John Byer. John's got a stellar background and career as a technologist, and as a prolific global achiever.
Right.
It started with the cell phone business. He was part of Cellular One, and he was the key guy that worked with Michael Milken of Wall Street to bring Cellular One to AT&T, and that became cell phones everywhere. I mean, before that, you know, you'd see maybe one or two guys with a bag and a phone, or it loaded in, and they're attached to their car, but you never saw individuals, and that was the birth of that. So imagine that. He was a part of that. That wasn't enough for John. He was a founder and CEO of another little company called Widevine. Widevine was acquired by another little company called Google. And to this day, to this day, Google or Widevine is the backbone infrastructure still is of Google. And then after that,
ladies and gentlemen, do you see what we're talking about? John Byers. But this cell phone in my hand is thanks to him. Y'all remember back in the day we had them big boxes? I was little. I was a young boy. The old heads had the older guys had the phone when they put it in their car, big box. It was a whole box. I was too young. But ladies and gentlemen, a lot of them wasn't no cell phones. The technology we had, they got glasses with cell phones in your glasses now. They got it in your hand and all types of stuff. For real, the new stuff is in your hand now. Talk to your phone like that. Guess what? Streaming, John. This is the person that's on our board now. That was the first one. Y'all hear me? Now check this next one out.
He was head of international for a company called Real Networks. Real Networks was the birth of streaming. So you don't have Netflix and Hulu and Spotify and all that without streaming. He was a part of that. And so he's been studying this sector significantly and looking for these opportunities. And he was happy to take my call and take my recommendation to get seriously involved with your company and its initiatives.
Fantastic. And there was two more names?
Yeah, we're talking about blockchain, we're talking about finance, we're talking about banking and economics. And one of the strongest guys in the United States, certainly one of the most recognized economists in the United States, is Stephen Moore. Stephen was the economic advisor for President Trump in his first election. He's a very close advisor now as well. He was, as I showed you, he was in the White House less than a month ago with President Trump talking about the Bureau of Labor Statistics numbers that were a mess and what we should do about that. So having a guy who understands economies and scale and global economics, I think is invaluable to have a guy like that involved. And
ladies and gentlemen, let me show you what the gentleman he's talking about, Mr. Stephen Moore. Check this out. It's going to blow your mind. And I'm going somewhere with this, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. It's going to blow.
And so he's agreed to do that. And
here we go right here. I'm going to show you who this gentleman is, because this ain't nothing to play with right here. This is serious, serious business. Ladies and gentlemen, check this. Look how this man is honored by the President of the United States.
Everybody, we're going to have just a quick session with Steve Moore. Everybody knows Steve Moore with the Heritage Foundation, highly respected, one of the most highly respected economists and people that watch your money and know more about your money and your life than probably anybody I can think of. And I want to thank Steve for being here. I saw this today. They came out. What he puts out gets a lot of coverage, and I saw some of them, and then he had a couple of others. And I'd like to ask Steve maybe to discuss a few of these numbers that were just released. I mean, literally just released. And then we're going over, and we're going to do Purple Heart. We have some incredible, brave people that I look forward to, so we're going to do that right after this. Steve, could you say a few words about the various charts?
Thank you, Mr. President. So I called the President because I had some very good news from some new data that we've been able to put together that no one has ever seen before, and I'll just very quickly go through these. So
Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear what that man said? Listen to what I'm trying to tell y'all. First, it was John Bayer. Cell phone, streaming, blockchain expert. Then we got Stephen Moore. You heard what Stephen said? Oh, when I found this data, I called the president. Mr. President, you need to hear about these numbers. Just the relationship he got with the president of the United States. And me and Derek Brown today was looking at the news at a meeting, and who was on the stream and walked in the White House today with the president of the United States? I said, Derek Brown, there go our man right there. Ladies and gentlemen, this man denied President Trump. Trump wanted him to be the, I think it was the chairman or some position in the head of the Federal Reserve. I don't know if it was the CEO or whatever. I forgot the exact position, but he wanted to head the Feds, the Federal Reserve. When we fired everybody, Trump said, I want this guy. He's the smartest guy for the job. I want him to run the money in America. Mr. Moore said, no. I got some personal reasons, personal issues I got to deal with. Denied him. But when Mr. Anderson called them about Medaterra, our company, guess what Mr. Moore said? Absolutely, I will be honored. Y'all not hearing me. Y'all not hearing me. Remember what look, I need y'all to go back to what we initially said. I'm going somewhere now. Walk with me. Remember we just said about Mr. Anderson. Look at the last paragraph. At Mr. Anderson's request, the following individuals accept board seats with his company or clients. This is how much respect they have for Mr. Douglas Anderson. Mr. Douglas Anderson was in Cyprus with our CEO. Y'all just seen a live stream with them that was recorded Saturday. The world is getting ready to hear about us. They're hearing about us right now. All these years and months, however long y'all was with us, y'all been hearing about this before the greatest minds in the world heard about us. Understand, and that's why the saying "you in the right place at the right time" it holds true now. Why? Because we in before the who's who was in. Do y'all hear what I'm trying to tell y'all? And remember, all we establishing is Medaterra, which is now, Merrill Cash and More, which is under the umbrella of Medaterra. Same company, y'all. It's under the umbrella. We great go public. So do y'all agree, without a shadow of a doubt, that Mr. Moore, Mr. Bayer, Mr. Anderson definitely did some homework before they jumped on this bandwagon of being sitting on our board? Do y'all agree with that? Do you think the advisor for the president who called the president said, you need to see these numbers, man? And Trump made an emergency meeting based off of what Mr. Moore brought to him about the economy. Y'all hear what's going on? This man called an emergency meeting because of our board member. Mr. Stephen Moore called him on the phone. Then we got Mr. John Bayer. Then we got Mr. Anderson himself. I ain't even gonna tell y'all. Y'all gotta look at the video. It's a lot. It's a couple other names. That ain't the only two. I mean, they not the only three. They not the only three. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to see if y'all woke. Do y'all think this company's solid or not? I ain't even got to the network marketing part, but do y'all think this company is solid? I always, I used to always say Ashford and Simpson, solid as a rock. Dun, 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 dun. This what this company is, and the products are hot, 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 hot. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you can't deny it. These are some of the greatest minds in the world. And they work for us. They work with us. Name a time in your life, and I want y'all all to be honest, where you can say, I'm doing business with Mr. Anderson, or I'm doing business with Mr. Stephen Moore, or I'm doing business with Mr. John Byer. When you think we will ever have that opportunity? I'm just being honest. Because Mr. Moore probably would have walked right by us and be like, look at this guy here. Because majority of us don't even know who these people are. And these are some of the most brilliant minds in the world. And when they seen what we have, they were honored. Hey, we gotta twist your arm. We gotta damn near drag you and beg you. You need to get a nose. You need to get it. Where people that put business hats on. Oh, absolutely. This the next level. This the next biggest thing in the world. But guess what, y'all? I ain't finished. Check this out. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to about this wonderful company.
A lot of people don't know this, but there's a new trading technology that pairs incredibly well with the Robinhood phone app. And
we built our own switch. No third-party licensing required. Handles crypto transactions directly with customizable merchant admin panels. Offers higher APRs than traditional banks, making us the crypto bank for merchants. Secure and efficient transaction management. Continuous updates to benefit both customers and merchants. These companies represent over 100 million active accounts, and our technology is installed in all of these machines. This is a huge victory and a clear sign that we are leading the way in the industry. This is why it takes time to be the best. Building something of this magnitude isn't easy. It requires patience, dedication, and relentless hard work. But the results speak for themselves.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I need us to back up for this for 1 second, because there's a lot of information in this video. I need us to catch it. Look what we talking about, because I'm going to take you here for a minute. Remember with Medaterra, right? We got 24 companies under this umbrella that we're fulfilling with Medaterra before we go public. The one that we're pushing right now is none other than Miracle Pay. That's what we talking about. So when this video was talking about right here, listen to these words come out of the mouth. Check it out.
Switch. No third-party licensing required.
Right here.
Handles crypto transactions directly with customizable merchant admin panels.
That's what we do. We handle crypto payments through Miracle Pay. It's that simple. Check this out. This gonna blow your mind. I just want to make sure we walk through every little step together, y'all. I don't need to lose y'all, and y'all don't need to lose me. Listen to this right here. This is the next one I want y'all to catch. Look right here. Check this out.
Secure and efficient transaction management. Continuous updates to benefit both customers and merchants.
Y'all see that? Let's read it together. a huge victory because of who we are, meaning Miracle Pay, what we offer, crypto acceptance of payments for goods and services. We have secured 4 contracts with 4 of the largest POS device companies in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, these 4 companies, Egenico, Pax, Verifone, NCR. I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, the sound of my voice, 98% of us on this call has used our debit card or credit card today. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Check this out, though. The little machine that you tap, swipe, or insert your debit card, you ever look at the name on it? I guarantee you, it's not the name of the company or the business you went in to purchase something at. If you went to Walmart, it's Egenico. You went to U.S. Postal Service, it's Verifone. Some of them got Egenico and NCR. If you go to Disney World, if you go to MGM Grand Casino, if you go anywhere you go, it's one of these 4 names: Egenico, Pax, Verifone, NCR. Well, I mean, I don't know these companies. Well, let me explain who these companies are. Let's go to their website. The first one being Egenico. This is Egenico's website, ladies and gentlemen. Look, they got tens of millions of machines worldwide. Let's play their little brief video so you can see how powerful Egenico is. Look at Egenico, y'all.
In a rapidly evolving world, Ingenico stands at the forefront of innovation, transforming the way payments are accepted, managed, and enhanced, consistently delivering unparalleled value in the commerce ecosystem. Acceptance is the first step towards delivering value. With Ingenico, you can accept payment solutions on any device, anytime, and anywhere.
See what you just said? I just want y'all to catch the gist of it. You can accept payment devices anywhere, anytime in the world. So that's what Egenico was. Egenico, Pax, Verifone, NCR. They provide payment solutions around the world to all the small and big companies in the world. Let me show you some of their clients. Let me show you some of their clients, ladies and gentlemen. This is NCR. Look who NCR customers are. Look at their customers. Target, Mad Max, Circle K, Leo's Pizzeria, Urban Eats. You ever heard of a company called Home Depot? You might have heard a small company called Home Depot. Or how about Firehouse Subs? Or maybe Chipotle. You ever heard of Chipotle? Or maybe Walmart. You ever heard of Walmart? They go to Walmart right there, and Walmart is one of them too. Or you might want to go to Verifone and maybe McDonald's. You ever heard of McDonald's? You ever hold a Starbucks? How about BP gas station? These are the clients that got their machines in their stores, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? Verifone makes 8 trillion plus in payment transactions processed each year. Ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to understand how serious this is. Because of these, because of these contracts, they already sealed the deal. Contracts is done, signed, everything. To the point where let me show you this right here. Yeah, let me show you this right here. This is gonna blow your mind. Remember Egenico? Let me see. This is Egenico's website, y'all. Look at this. And this is public record. You can go to Egenico's website, right? Go up under partners and go to Partner Solution Gallery. Click on it. Scroll down to page 4. Click on page 4. Bam. Guess who company right here? Miracle Pay. Ladies and gentlemen, our company is on this multi-billion-dollar platform's website. Egenical, first of all, is an over 30-year-old company. This over 30-year-old company has our product and services that we provide for them to accept crypto payments. I just told you some of their clients. So that means you're going to soon be able to go on McDonald's and buy a Big Mac cryptocurrency. Ladies and gentlemen, do y'all understand that the President of the United States said he's going to make America the crypto capital of the world? And we have the person that advises him, that just called him the other day when he found out some data that was wrong in the economy. Did y'all hear me? Let's dream for a minute. Knowing that Stephen Moore got him on speed dial, Steve know that the President of the United States said he's going to make the America the crypto capital of the world, right? Let's just dream for a minute. Do y'all believe or think that Mr. Moore is not going to tell President Trump that he sits on a board of a company that can make every business in the United States accept cryptocurrency? Do you not think that's going to be a conversation? And for this man called President Trump, like we dreaming, we just dreaming, y'all. And Trump, the businessman he is, he will be on a pedestal. Why? Because he announced it to the world. The United States accept cryptocurrency, not just Bitcoin, over 200 forms of cryptocurrency. That's going to put them back in the driver's seat, y'all. Y'all not hearing me. I'm dreaming. Y'all don't want to dream? Damon, Meadows dreaming. That's right. Because guess what? It's a strong possibility, baby. Do y'all hear me? What y'all think in the chat? Y'all, am I the only one dreaming? I need to know. Y'all woke or y'all sleep? I can't see nothing on the chat. I don't see no love from above. I don't see no hearts. I can't tell y'all with me. I can't tell. Okay, now we got something going on. Okay, I thought y'all was asleep on me or something. Am I the only one hype? Listen to this is what I'm talking about. So I just established clearly, because we got clear. Metaterra, Miracle Cash and more, we don't got to question them, right? So we're not going to open up. Let me ask y'all a question. So we're not going to open up these questions and answers later on, and somebody going to say, well, I seen something on YouTube. Y'all not going to do that tonight, right? Because we just, the most brilliant minds on the face of the earth have co-signed our company. Right or wrong, y'all? Has not only co-signed our company, they sit on the board. Let me tell you what that means. Board members bring money to a company. They bring decisions for growth to a company. They bring relationships for a company to grow. And Mr. Douglas prepares companies, his Wall Street company prepares companies to go public on the NASDAQ. To y'all, I need y'all to understand this. This ain't coming from Damon, Meadows. This is way bigger than network marketing. And we are here right now. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Now we go into the opportunity. You see why I had to establish the foundation first. Now the network marketing is easy because all we're doing is marketing their products. What's the product that they pumping right now? Miracle Pay. They allowing businesses to accept over 200 forms of cryptocurrency. That's what we offering businesses right now. Now, thanks to Bellator, guess what we offering the people like us, me and you. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the opportunity right here. Now we're offering CPU nodes starting off at $1,200. We don't have any more half nodes. As we used to have them, they ran out, sold out. So now all we got is these three right here, besides some small farm nodes for the people that's in third world countries and stuff like that. Which, I mean, if you can get it, you can get one too. It ain't just for them, but when we talk about money, making money, let's stick with the $1,200 nodes. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want one CPU node, it's $1,200. You want three, it's 36. You want eight, I mean seven is 8,400. But let me explain this. What is a CPU node, Mr. Meadows? I'm happy you asked. I'm gonna make it real simple for you, ladies and gentlemen. You see this right here on Egenical's website? Remember this right here? This machine? Every time an individual does this, ladies and gentlemen, tap, swipe, or insert, just like my shirt say, tap, swipe, or insert, cha-ching. Ladies and gentlemen, every time somebody uses cryptocurrency on any of these platforms, what platforms you talking about, Mr. Meadows? If they go to Walmart, Target, Circle K, Mad Max, Leo's Pizzeria, Home Depot, if they go to McDonald's, BP, Chipotle's, Starbucks, any of these companies, and they use cryptocurrency, guess what? Our CPU node, the one that you have an opportunity to buy tonight, has to confirm the transaction. When they confirm the transaction, guess what? You get paid. It's that simple. Right here. Them CPU nodes that we talking about right here, ladies and gentlemen, they confirm transactions. Every time a transaction is made on a POS device, whether it's online, whether it's in person, any of those places that we got contracts with, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Your CPU node has to confirm each and every transaction. Guess what that also means? I ain't show y'all this. Look at NCR. Guess how many transactions they do an hour? They do 26 million transactions an hour. So guess what that means? If all those transactions was cryptocurrency, guess what? You would get paid 26 million times. That's what that means. No exaggeration, none of that. Men lie, women lie, our nodes don't lie. There's no transaction without being validated. And the only thing that validates these transactions with cryptocurrency is our CPU nodes. It's that simple. Don't overthink it. Don't, well, how does it do all that? You don't know how Zoom works, but you on that Zoom right now. You don't know how the cell phone work. You don't know how Apple got the technology to do FaceTime, but you FaceTime when you can. Those of us who got Apples, we ain't talking about the Android users that can't FaceTime. It's like, no, I'm just messing with y'all. Listen, but the Apple users like us, we can FaceTime. Hey, how you doing? Guess what? We don't know how that technology works. We don't know how that works. We don't care long as it works. And we paid top dollar for this. But imagine something we paying $1,200 for, and it's paying us every single time. This don't pay us unless we work in it. But we got to pay that cell phone bill every month. But that CPU node is an asset. You buy it one time, it's going to pay you every single time somebody does what? Tap, swipe, or insert, cha-ching. Tap, swipe, or insert, cha-ching. Ladies and gentlemen, this the opportunity we got in front of us today, where you can buy an asset, an income-producing asset. Look at the verbiage. Income-producing asset is paying you continuously for the rest of your life. The company doesn't own your node. You buy the node, it's sent to you, it's put in your decentralized wallet. The company can't turn it off, You can't turn it off. The company can't sneak and don't pay you a certain amount of money. None of that. Because guess what? It's on a smart contract. No human touch. No human control. No human manipulation. No rug pulls. Just told you we're going to be the first company on the blockchain, y'all. This is why the smartest minds in the world are jumping on this. I just told you Steve Moore denied the president of the United States. But when Douglas Anderson called him about us, guess what he did? Guess what he said? I'll be honored to sit on the board. They know they get ready to make history. Like, listen to me, y'all. They know this is going in their portfolio. They do things for legacy. This is a legacy play for them. Why aren't you thinking it's a legacy play? You still thinking it's about MLM. It ain't no MLM. This is a legacy play. And when you start realizing it's a legacy play, you're going to stop playing. Why you think I'm doing Zooms 2-3 times a day? This is a legacy play for me. And by family, you got to get serious about your family. You will never have this opportunity again. We will never have this opportunity again. We missed the .com era. We missed the Uber. We missed the Bitcoin. We missed the Facebook. All that stuff we missed. Guess where we at right now? We at a financial shift. And we in the beginning. We're the solution. Y'all don't hear what I'm telling y'all. Listen to me. Ladies and gentlemen, let me continue. Now, with this CPU nodes, okay, Mr. Meadows, I get a CPU node, but how I get paid? I don't know how I get paid. Can you break that down to me? I'm happy you asked, ladies and gentlemen. So now, every time somebody tap, swipe, or insert, 80% of the fees go to you, 20% of the fees go to the compensation plan. Okay, Mr. Meadows, but I still don't understand it. Can you break it down to me a little bit more? It's my pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. So now, let's do a real live scenario. This is a scenario right here. Let's say we got 100 million machines. That's merchants, right? But we only want to use 3 million. But hold up, Mr. Meadows. Where are we going to get 100 million machines at? Okay, I'm happy you asked. Well, this is PAC's website. You can go to it all you want. This is another POS provider company that we got under contract. Well, PAC said they got 80 million themselves. 80 million. Look, it says, founded in 2000, PAC's technology has delivered over 80 million terminals to 120 countries. Okay, if that's not enough for you, let's go back to Egenical. Egenical, let's go to about us. Let's scroll down. Let's see what Egenical got. Egenical said they got tens of millions. They got tens of millions. Ladies and gentlemen, then if I wanted to really do something, I go to NCR, who said they do 26 million transactions per hour. Not a day, per hour. It's 24 hours in a day, ladies and gentlemen. Do the math yourself. So check this out. The scenario said, let's just get 3 million of them. Just 3 million machines. Y'all agree we can get 3 million? Of course. So at 3 million machines, at a $5 a day purchase, which is a joke, our company Miracle Pay will make $5.4 billion. And as node owners, Miracle Pay has to pay us 30%. Look at the words I'm using. As node owners, you and I, Miracle Pay has to pay us 30% to each node owner gets 30% breakdown. So that's 1.6 billion out of the 5.4. So each node, no matter how many you have, at this scenario will get $7,821. That's a 7,000% increase on return on investment. And ladies and gentlemen, That $7,800 is residually, annually. Don't believe me? Ask Mr. Lee. But ladies and gentlemen, that 3 million, I don't even like saying that no more. It's gonna be way more than 3 million. I'm I'm not even gonna talk about that one. But this just a number. I'm telling you, showing you the numbers of how much money is involved in this $1 trillion industry. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to a little bit more realistic scenario. Let's say instead of 3 million machines, let's go to 10 million. 10 million machines at the same $5, which is really a joke too. $5. It gives you $27,000 annually, residually. Don't believe me? Ask Mr. Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, why do I keep talking about Mr. Lee? I'm going to tell you why. Mr. Lee is on this call. He's one of my closest friends, but he's legally blind, like legally blind. But he got more nodes than me. He got more shares than me because we both shareholders in this company too. He got more coins than me, both Merrick's and Phoenix token. So if a blind man can see how serious this situation is, what's your problem? This is why I say ask Mr. Lee. He's that man smart. He's like, oh, this is gonna secure my future. You kidding me? Ladies and gentlemen, at just 10 million machines, just at, it's gonna be way more than 10 million. Come on, y'all. We the first to market. We the first. That's right, Champ even knows. We the first to market. That's right, Champ. Tell him. Listen to me, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all what's going on. Listen to this right here. Look, they just said 27, 26 million a unit. I mean, a transaction an hour. Then we talking about PAX got 80 million. NCR, Egenical got tens of millions. So honestly, ladies and gentlemen, it's a joke. The 10 million is a joke. Just being honest with you. It's going to be way more than that. Way more than that. So ladies and gentlemen, let me explain this to you right here. Let's go back to the presentation. Check this out. Now, I ain't finished with y'all. We got crypto debit cards. Okay? Yes, we got crypto debit cards. Ladies and gentlemen. So guess what we just answered? We answered the question. I'm sorry, not the question. We just solved the solution for the business owners to accept cryptocurrency, right? Check this out. Then we answered this solution for the customers who want to spend crypto. Hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. We answered the question. We did it. We gave a solution to the business owner who want to accept cryptocurrency. Perfect. Now, the people who got crypto and want to spend crypto, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We got the crypto debit card for them. So it's the best of both worlds on either side. I got a friend of mine who's a master trader. Ty, I always talk about him. He hates network marketing. He got a bad stigma about it. So I had to use wisdom. Say, how can I introduce my friend Ty to these crypto debit cards? Because he trades crypto. I know he needed it. Because I asked him one day, I said, Ty, if you were going to spend out of profit and buy something for yourself, how would you do it? So he said, well, I got to take from this coin to swap it to this coin with Uniswap and Simple Swap, and then I got to do all these stuff to do it. Did it get the Bitcoin? Then a Bitcoin to his bank account. So he got to pay about 6, 7 fees. I said, what if I got the solution for you? You only got to download over 200 cryptocurrency to our card, and then tap, swipe, or insert. Cha-ching, tap, swipe, or insert. Cha-ching. Ladies and gentlemen, he said, what? I said, yes, sir. Welcome to our company. But then when I told him, I said, if you share this to your students, because he teaches trading. I said, if you offer the crypto debit card to your students, and every time they tap, swipe, or insert, guess what? You get a check. He said, what? I said, bro, I'm just a messenger. So that's how I got my friend who's not in the network marketing, but he a businessman. He trades crypto. He like, oh, that's smart. So anybody that we know that gets paid crypto from other companies, guess what? They might listen. They need us. We in high demand on every side, every angle, y'all. This is why the greatest minds in the world are latching on to us. Because let me tell you something. They're getting older too. Everybody want to be known with something so phenomenal that they name go in history books. This one of them. That's why I say this ain't about no network marketing. This a legacy play. If you concerned about your legacy, you're going to stomp both of your feet in the ground and be planning. Because everything I'm talking about is lining up. We will never have this opportunity again. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do one better for you. Check this out. We have something that's so phenomenal about these CPU nodes. We got a special going on right now. This special allows you to not only get a CPU node for $1,200, excuse me, but when you buy it, the CPU node, you get 3 of them extra for free. I'm going to say that again. You buy one, they're going to give you 3 more for a total of 4. Ladies and gentlemen, you remember this slide right here? Do you remember this slide right here? Let me bring it back to your attention. This slide right here. And that's only 10 million machines. That's 27,000 annually, residually. Don't believe me? Ask Mr. Lee. So, ladies and gentlemen, with this special, which ends Wednesday, if you buy one, how many you gonna get, ladies and gentlemen? Somebody put in the chat. Oh, Joanne, you already ready. So that's 27,000 potentially, right? For each CPU node. So if the special, okay, y'all go, that's 4. So 27,000 times 4 equals what? $108,000 what? Annually, residually. Don't believe me? Ask Mr. Lee. This is why we excited. Men lie, women lie, our nose don't lie. Ladies and gentlemen, where can you get a return on investment for a $1,200 one-time investment for the potential to get 6 figures every year? Not one time. Annually, residually. Don't believe me? Ask Mr. Lee. What? Amy, I love Mr. Lee too. Listen to me, y'all. This ain't no game because the numbers are the numbers. And that's just only at 10 million machines. I ain't even tell y'all, look, check this out. I ain't tell y'all we signed the 5th largest airline. Yes. I ain't tell y'all we signed the mega e-commerce site. I ain't gonna tell y'all that. And I ain't tell y'all we got 47 or 4,100 mini markets. I ain't gonna tell y'all that. So the 10 million machines is very, very small. But ladies and gentlemen, for this special, what if I spend 3,600? How many nodes would I get? Okay, G. My man Greg said, okay, 27,000. How many we get, y'all? Steph, that's right. No, No, Steph, we get 12. Yeah, she corrected. Okay, we get 12. Okay, look. 27,000 times 12 equals what? Boom. $324,000 what? Annually, residually. Don't believe me? Ask Mr. Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, that's $324,000. This ain't coming from me. 27,000 times 12. Push the button. Bam. 324,000. Ladies and gentlemen, where you gonna get these numbers at? Listen, this is why I said this a legacy play. We get ready to change our families' lives. You know what Hakan Torhan said, the CEO of our company? Matter of fact, my man Arthur, he always says, he got it verbatim what he said. Arthur was like, yeah, Hakan said we're going to be the wealthiest company in the world next year. My man Arthur ain't playing about that. Hakan said we're going to be having more millionaires and billionaires than any company in the world. The numbers, you can't get around the numbers. Oh, you can't get around these numbers. The numbers don't lie. What company producing these type of numbers for a $3,600 investment one time? Ain't gonna happen, y'all. Ain't gonna happen. But what about those of us who bought the 7-pack for $8,400? Oh, Greg, you on point, baby. Yeah. Greg, oh, Raj, you on point. That's 28 nodes equals, bam, $756,000 what? Annually, residually. Don't believe me? Ask Mr. Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. Men lie, women lie, our numbers don't lie. And this just at a $5 purchase. That what if you bought a cell phone? What costs $5? I don't know. I don't even get a Big Mac meal for $5. I don't think you can get that for $5 no more. Ladies and gentlemen, we talking about you can buy cars, real estate, cell phone, watches, you name it, mink coats, anything you can buy. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is unbelievable and it's global. We're not just talking about in the United States. We talking about everywhere in the world. Everywhere in the world, ladies and gentlemen, you can tap, swipe, or insert. Cha-ching. It's not a game, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm trying to get us to understand how serious this is. I don't care what you got to do. If you can, I know some people may not be in a position, but if you can, get you as many no's as you can. Because little birdie, I heard a whisper somewhere. They said that no, what did he say? That no might be worth 80,000 in a couple, 3 months, 4 months. What? 50 to 80,000. Who said that? You heard that bird say that? Oh, that was a bird. I ain't see that bird just flew by there. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. I'm trying to tell y'all now. This is not a game. I need y'all to understand this. We gotta now listen, this ends Wednesday, 11:59 Hawaiian time. But listen what we doing. We pushing for extension. I'm telling you, I am personally. Carlos is, Alton is, Robert is, because we got team members who trying to, sometimes they credit card. The banks is trying to stop us from getting this, y'all. We've been on this every day, all day. These banks, because some of y'all telling them y'all getting crypto, you can't do that. They gonna flag you. They don't, because banks know their time is limited. Y'all going in like honest Joe. Oh, I'm going to buy a crypto node and get away from y'all system. Can I have my money back? What do you think they're going to say? Get out of here. So, ladies and gentlemen, I need us to understand how serious it is. We got to be strategic. Because soon we won't have this problem. But right now, we're in the beginning. Get as much crypto as you can. I'm trying to help as many people as I can, but I'm limited to the crypto I can get to. So listen to me. Make a long story short. If you happen to miss this promo, we got one more promo. I was kind of scared because we looked in the back office and it said something that it wasn't there no more. I don't know if they sold all of them out. So I'm looking now. I'm great. Say something. Hold up, y'all. Let me look. Oh, there it go. Whew. The momentum package. I thought it was gone. So for those of us who may miss Wednesday, we got one more special going on called the momentum pack. In this momentum pack, you get 2 CPU nodes, which is 54,000 what? Annually, residually. Don't believe me? Ask Mr. Lee. You also get a design card. What's a design card, Mr. Meadows? That's our crypto debit card right here, the $99 one. You can get a choice between the Bellator ones, or you get a choice between the Miracle Neo, which is our bank. Our crypto bank is called Miracle Neo. So you get to choose between one of those four. Also in this momentum package, you get 600 Mirix tokens. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mirix tokens are starting off in November at $1. So honestly, if you take the $600 out of the $1,500, you're only paying $900 for this package of 2 nodes, a design card, and remember, it's starting off at $1. And you get 12 months free Cha-Ching app. Well, what's the Cha-Ching app, Mr. Meadows? Well, I'm happy you asked. Let me show you what the Cha-Ching app is, ladies and gentlemen. If I can find it, let me find the Cha-Ching app. This app is unbelievable. Let me show you the Cha-Ching app. Cha-Ching. Here we go. Cha-Ching app. Let me see it, ladies and gentlemen. Bam. Let me see if we can download it real quick. Yep, here it go. Let's check this Cha-Ching app. Wait, uh-oh, something went wrong. Oh, don't do that. Oh, man, don't do that to me. Let me see if I can. Well, there's a will, there's a way, y'all. Hold up. Download. Come on. Oh, they don't want to play with. They don't want to play fair with me tonight, y'all. But the Cha-Ching app. Let me see. You know, I don't like settling for nothing. Let me try to find it for y'all. Cha-Ching app. Boom. Let me see. Oh, I got it in my downloads. Me and Mr. Brown was looking at today. All right, y'all know I ain't savvy with this stuff. Let me see. Is that it? Be patient with me. I'm low tech, high check, y'all. Hold up. Let me see history somewhere in here. No. All right. Well, I ain't gonna waste y'all time with that. Listen, the Cha-Ching app. Man, I thought I had that thing. I'm sorry, y'all. But listen, the Cha-Ching app is a virtual AI. When I tell you, it calls the people for you. It it does everything. It sets you up. I'm talking about you can tell this app, I want to make $10,000 a month. The app is going to have you a plan, how many people you got to bring in, how many nodes you got to get, how to structure your team, everything. Ladies and gentlemen, you get this app free for a whole year with this promotion, a whole year. Let me go here. You get it for a whole year with this momentum package, the Cha-Ching app. The value of this package is $3,900. I mean, is $3,987. You get it for $1,500 right now. It's only 2,500 of them left. Well, I ain't gonna say left. It was only 2,500 of them ever created. So once they're gone, they're gone. Then you got to buy everything a la carte. Right now is a free version of the Cha-Ching app, which everybody can play with. If you don't, you haven't got it, get it with somebody that invited you, and we literally can help you get the Cha-Ching app. Now, lastly, before we close out, with this momentum package, ladies and gentlemen, we are literally doing a momentum tour because we want to bring this to the powers that be. We are not playing when it comes to putting this out there to the masses. So we are literally going on tour with Mark Aceta, Jurgen, Ray, myself, Carlos Alvarez. This is Mr.
Mark Aceta. The world, training in more than 40 countries and helping thousands of people earn six-figure annual incomes and well over 100 people earning seven-figure incomes. And I'm going to be in your backyard in the very near future. And here's the fun thing. A lot of those people are in direct sales. Many of them were in insurance, real estate. They were all salespeople or performance-based or entrepreneurs. But the bottom line is, instead of teaching them specifically about their business, I taught them universal success principles. Make a long story short, your success is going to be determined on your mindset. So if this is where you are right now as far as mindset and skill set goes, this is the income you want to earn. It just makes sense that you got to get up here to be able to earn what you want to earn. So you've got to become a better version of who you are. And that's exactly what I've been doing with people for well over 30 years. And that's how their incomes transform. So I'm going to be in your backyard in the very near future. I normally charge $5,000 for one-on-one coaching. You're going to get me for a whole afternoon. And I believe they're charging $100 for this event. So this is a great opportunity for you to get great information that's transformed a lot of other people's lives in many different walks of life for very low price. And I'm excited to get a chance to meet you because this is my mission in my life. I'm in my 60s now, and I want to spend the next 10 years pouring out everything I've got of all these universal success principles. Think and Grow Rich says thoughts turn into things. So do you have the right thoughts to turn into the right things? And by the way, that book is called Think and Grow Rich. So this is going to be a day about changing your mindset for the better so you can become this version of yourself to earn this kind of income. And that's what it's all about. So get yourself registered, and I look forward to seeing you. And believe me, seats will sell out, especially at that price. So I would register as soon as you possibly can.
Thank you, Mr. Mark Aceta. Ladies and gentlemen, you can go to bellatorlife.events. Somebody can put that in the chat for me. And these are some of the speakers along with myself and Carlos Alvarez and Tammy and Alton. These are some of the people who are going to be speaking at these amazing events. Ladies and gentlemen, you can go right to bellatorlife.events, click on get your ticket. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You can literally pick one of the dates that we're going to be. Right now, this Saturday, we're going to be at Fort Lauderdale. That's in Florida. Then the following Saturday, we're going to be right here in Hotlanta. Y'all don't want to miss Hotlanta. Then the following Saturday after the 4th is going to be Orange County, California. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you get your tickets, they're only $100 for standard or the VIP, which is the most popular, of course, because we're going to have, breakout sessions. We're going to have Q&As, but bonus sessions, catered. It's going to be after parties. So different things we're going to be doing while we're here. While we're with the powers that be with Ray and Jurgen and Mark Aceta. So definitely come out because honestly, the type of wealth that people are literally going to be accumulating, we got to be ready mentally. I'm just being transparent. So, ladies and gentlemen, get back with the person that invited you because I'm going to talk about some other stuff that I know Mr. Brown is